Welcome to WRTR Real Talk Radio. The views and opinions expressed in this podcast are those of the hosts and guests
and do not necessarily reflect the views of any affiliated organizations or institutions. This podcast is intended for informational and entertainment purposes only and should not be considered legal, financial, or professional advice.
While we strive to provide accurate and up-to-date information, we make no representations or warranties of any kind, express or implied, about the completeness, accuracy, reliability, or availability with respect to the podcast or the information, products, services, or related graphics contained in the podcast.
Any reliance you place on such information is strictly at your own risk. In no event will we be liable for any loss or damage, including, without limitation, indirect or consequential loss or damage, or any loss or damage whatsoever arising from loss of data or profits arising out of or in connection with the use of this podcast.
By listening to WRTR Real Talk Radio, you acknowledge that you understand this disclaimer and agree to its terms. Enjoy the show.
WRTR Real Talk Radio. Featured guest DJs, original shows, music news, the hottest DJs from around the world.
So welcome to Baltimore. You've already been here, but
yeah,
it's good to see you in person. Like,
yes.
This is the first time that we are recording the actual show in person for it's been years.
Yeah, in the same room. That's
in
wild.
The same room.
Yep.
So, but I mean, I see you in between. Like, we go out to places, but we don't often get to record in the same space. So This is kind of neat. And we're welcoming y'all all to join us here at a new week here on WRTR Real Talk Radio. Miss Lyric is here in Baltimore, and we are broadcasting live for this show. I haven't figured out what I'm gonna call it yet because I'm not there yet. But what's going on, Miss Lyric? What's going on in your world?
What is going on?
Tell me.
Other than the fact that I'm getting old as fuck and I'm not appreciating any of it.
That would actually be me because I'm the old nigga in the room.
Well, my body feels older than my age a lot. And it sucks so bad. It sucks so bad. So I encourage everybody to take care of their health. As soon as they feel off about anything, don't let it go and just think everything's going to work itself out, because it is not. So that's where I'm at, trying to get myself back in order.
Well, you know, getting older seems to be the theme of this week because it's my birthday week.
Yes, Libra season.
I mean, it is what it is. I'm nothing like Queen Leo. However, I am like, I feel a different type of way about 45, which I'm going to get into with unseasoned behavior. But up until then, it is a challenge. It's different. It feels different. Your responsibilities feel different. Your vibe feels different.
Yeah. Your tolerance feels different. Definitely.
My God. The shit that I would have tolerated. I'm sorry. The shit that I would not have been able to tolerate in yesteryears, I'm able to kind of like step back now, look at, analyze, and feel a little bit better about how I approach it. You?
Yeah. It depends on what it is. It depends, because with me, sometimes it could be the very opposite. I used to be able to take certain things and just be like, yeah, whatever. And now I'm like, bitch, you better go on somewhere. Get the fuck out my face, because I'm not with that bullshit. So it just depends on what it is.
Okay. I mean, and that's fair. That is absolutely fair. Bringing us to the mood of the week. What is yours, mama dears?
My mood is very chill. This is my last month of school, man. I cannot.
You done?
Wait.
Oh my God.
I cannot wait. When I tell y'all I'm so excited, October 31st couldn't come fast enough for me.
On Halloween. Hold on. Wait,
yes.
You did not tell me that it was. Okay.
Ain't that crazy? And I'm such a coincidence person. My daughter was actually supposed to be born on Halloween. She just came a little early. So it's so weird that I'm graduating on Halloween. Now it's like coming full circle.
That's awesome. I'm so proud of you. But you know what? I watched you struggle. I watched you go through surgeries. I watched all the setbacks. I watched you evolve. And I'm so proud of the person that you are.
Thank you. Yeah, it took some time to get here, but I'm here. Thank God.
Amazing.
Yes.
Tell you. So I am in birthday behavior mood this week because it's my goddamn birthday.
I know that's right.
I mean, it is what it is, and I feel a certain type of way about it because I'm 40. I will be 45 by the time most of y'all niggas hear this. I will be 45.
Yep.
Wow. And oh God, I can't wait to get into. Well, you know what? I did not write unseasoned behavior this week.
Oh.
No, I did not.
You gonna freestyle?
I'm going to freestyle, and I'm going to speak from the heart. So
do it.
I mean, it is what it is.
We here for it.
All right. So, Mama Dearest, who has inspired you this week to go, you know what? I want to be like that nigga.
Let's see. Who inspired me? I really wasn't inspired by anybody in particular as far as like celebrity wise or like stranger wise.
Well, that's unfortunate.
I am gonna say my parents this week.
I take that back. And it is very fortunate. All right.
The reason why is I am inspired by their resilience. They've been through a lot. Ups and downs, trials and tribulations, not even with their marriage or whatever, but just with life in general, and raising 3 successful black children.
Black.
Okay.
Both parents black.
Period.
All that.
And staying together, and then, being part of the village with the grandchildren. It just means a lot, and I'm actually happy that I was put in a position to give back to them as much as not as much as they get, because 42 years is a lot of time.
It's a whole lot of time.
I was able to give back just a smidgen of what they have instilled and given to me. But with my dad's birthday this past September 18th. So, I put him up in a really nice 5-star hotel, him and my mom.
Work!
And I just wanted to let them know how much I appreciate them for everything. And when I was going through my trials and tribulations, like you mentioned, like they have always been there for me. Financially, emotionally, spiritually, physically, even. So I'm very inspired by them, and I hope to be half the parent as they have been for me. So that's who I strive to be with.
If it's any reflection of the greatness in your children, Mama, like you are, and then some. So shout out to Mama and Papa Lyric.
Yay.
All right, so this week I'm gonna go ahead. I know that I always do this, so all right, I'm waving my pom-poms for Rep Jasmine Crockett again.
Yes! Come on, Jasmine!
Listen, I was going to pick somebody different, but I really feel like what she said needed to be highlighted. Did you see that video of Jasmine Crockett calling out Byron Donalds?
Yep.
For the bill they've been trying to pass that is revoking juvenile crime.
Yep.
Oddly, it's the same reform that he himself benefited from. Y'all didn't know that, did you? According to Yahoo News, many have shared the resurfaced encounter from the floor of the U.S. House of Representatives, reigniting the debate on criminal justice. A few weeks ago, on September 17th, 2025, since niggas want to post old videos and act like it's relevant, the House passed Congressman Donald's bill, the D.C. Crimes Act of 2025, or H.R. 4922. Donalds, who called D.C.'s criminal reform, quote, insane, end quote, said Trump's administration's, quote, crime emergency actions in D.C., end quote, showed that lawlessness is a choice. Adding, it is time for Congress to step up and adhere to our constitutional duty and firmly address crime in the nation's capital. But Congressman Crockett called out Donald's bill, essentially calling him a hypocrite. And listen, this would all happen as the Florida Republican benefited from juvenile criminal justice reform policies that he now wants to revoke in the nation's capital. We are talking about Byron Donalds, who called DC's criminal reform, quote, insane. This is what this man said about it. And I just want y'all to hear a little bit of it. This goes to Jasmine Crockett and what she had to say.
This debate, my heart simply broke.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise today in strong support of my bill, H.R. 4922, the D.C. Crimes Act. Rather than prioritizing the safety of law-abiding and protecting the lives of innocent residents and visitors, district officials have actively facilitated dysfunction and chaos through their progressive soft-on-crime policies. Instead of addressing the clear epidemic of youth crime in the city, the D.C. City Council increased the age of youth offenders to individuals 24 years old and younger, meaning fully grown legal adults in the District of Columbia can receive sentences meant for children. This is simply insane. And that is why I introduced the D.C. Crimes Act, which lowers the definition of youth from under the age of 25 to under the age of 18, removes the ability of judges to sentence youth offenders below mandatory minimum guidelines, and requires the D.C. Attorney General to establish a public website containing much needed statistics on juvenile crime in D.C. The Trump administration's efforts have shown that lawlessness is a choice. And it is time for Congress to step up, adhere to our constitutional duty, and firmly address crime in the nation's capital.
Many people know me for being able to do alliterations, and all I could think about was amnesia allows adolescent accountability avoidance agility from across the aisle. So work with me for a second. Imagine being a young man born to Jamaican and Panamanian parents who messed up not once but twice. Imagine standing in front of a judge with your whole future hanging in the balance, and instead of prison, you are given a promise of mercy. Your record gets wiped clean. You get a second chance at life. Now imagine taking that promise and turning it into promotion. You go to college, you get a job, and even become a member of Congress. That's what redemption looks like. That's what America is supposed to be about. And that is exactly the story of the next wannabe governor from Florida. As a young man, he went through pretrial diversion for misdemeanor marijuana possession. As an adult, yet younger than 24, he was charged with and ultimately placed on probation for felony bribery charges, which ultimately were 2 expunged. He was given a third chance, and now he's the face of a bill that would not afford young people in Washington, D.C. the same opportunities afforded to him. Let me be real. If he had grown up under Donald Trump's America or under the very D.C. crime bill he's pushing today, he wouldn't be standing here as a member of Congress. He'd still be living with the weight of those charges. So let's call this what it is, opportunities for me, but not for thee. He climbed the ladder of redemption, and now he's yanking it right up from the D.C. youth. See, most of us were taught to lift as you climb, but clearly some have forgotten to lift as they climb, and now they are committed to telling the next generation to pull themselves up by their bootstraps. I will not sit quiet while a man who was saved by grace turns around and tries to snatch grace away from others. If we're going to be real about crime, about communities,
time
about...
has expired.
I'd like to yield for an additional minute, please.
Gentlewoman is recognized.
About second chances and even third chances, then it needs to start with us looking in the mirror and remembering that even the author of this bill has a story too before he tries to lecture DC on safety. And it would be complete hypocrisy to have, hypothetically, someone convicted of 34 felonies to lecture DC on what to do with youthful offenders who have been scientifically shown not to have fully developed brains under the age of 25, especially if said multi-count convicted felon was in his 70s when he was convicted. What would be his excuse? Because his brain would be fully developed. And with that, I will yield back.
Thoughts, Miss Leary?
Oh, she fried him. She always frying people though. I can't wait till she get at Donald Trump. And you know what? She has a campaign on Act Blue right now, which I contributed to last night.
Tell me about it.
So on Instagram, she made a post and tagged the company that's helping her raise funds. Okay. And she was like, so for me to respond to Donald Trump for calling her a low IQ person.
I forgot about that. He called Joy-Ann Reid, Jasmine Crockett, Kamala Harris. He came for the girls, and the girls was like, we're smarter than you, and we have pieces of paper that show us that.
Yeah. You can't even.
The fuck? What do you mean, you stupid bitch? Really?
He couldn't pronounce the generic term for Tylenol. And you gonna call somebody low IQ.
My God.
A very low IQ person. I mean, if we ever had to pass an aptitude test, that's the one should take one, because she shouldn't even be in the crowd. So I have no idea what you're going to, but I don't think we should waste our time. This is a low IQ person who I can't even believe is a congressperson. Between her and Ilhan Omar and the group. You know, I met the head of Somalia. Did you know that? And I suggested that maybe he'd like to take her back, and he said, "I don't want her." Okay, what else? Go ahead. You want? Let's hear what Crockett said. Go ahead.
She compared ICE raids to slave patrol. I want to ask you,
to slave
patrol. I want to ask you if you think that there should be consequences for members of Congress who make these types of comparisons. Or use
Yeah. Well, I think she's gone over the line, and I think a lot of the people. Look, the Democrats have become radical left lunatics. Don't take Tylenol. There's no downside. Don't take it. You'll be uncomfortable. It won't be as easy, maybe, but don't take it. If you're pregnant, don't take Tylenol. And don't give it to the baby after the baby is born. And you know, we have more than 3 years left. And I told Bobby and the doctors behind me, and they are so committed to this, I told them.
Yeah, that word ate his ass out from the rooter to the tutor.
Completely destroyed that bitch. Because what do you mean? These women literally worked for their honor. Mm-hmm. They worked for their accolades. And when they speak, you can see the very clear difference in the way they speak and articulate and are able to communicate versus what we have as a so-called leader here in America. That is what I'm saying. And you know, when it comes to Jasmine and Kamala and all of these, like, I've fanboyed over her before, but to me this isn't about her calling out BS for what it is. It's actually part of a bigger, like, but important demographic with these coonish ass black folks woven into the agenda of this MAGA movement. And understand, it's not exclusive to Byron only, okay? Because you have quite a few people that are platformed to be the MAGA face or voice for black folks' values that have bigger voices in the black community at large. Yeah. Like, we are who we say we are, but then you put somebody in front of a microphone like a Byron Daniels, but like a Tim Scott, like a fucking Snoop Dogg, you dumbass bitch, like a Nelly, like, you keep having all of these black icons that are celebrated within our culture that are then platformed even for a paycheck for those of you that want to make that argument that, oh, well, you know, it's just for a paycheck, it's just this, that, and the third. When you talk like that, when you make movements like that, this is how it amplifies. They use that shit to then further these kind of agendas. They go, oh, well, you know what? Nelly's with us. Snoop's with us. These people are with us. Why aren't you with us? And it makes people in an already compromised society, in the way that we think and feel, already questioning. It makes them feel as though the decisions that they are making are somehow inadequate. It spirals from there. This overall was just very sickening to me. Jasmine, she did her thing. Representative Crockett highlighted that everyone, not just black men, stumble along the way to completeness. And that's the part that we have to remember.
Absolutely.
We all have a journey. We all have stories. We all have a past. But in getting there, why would you then get to a certain point in your career and decide, you know what, somebody else doesn't deserve that same grace that I once was afforded?
Yeah.
How? Why? Ask yourself those questions. Are you really promoting? Are you really this upstanding citizen, or are you just so far divorced from what it is that you went through in the past to then be able to dictate what it is that future generations deal with? Because I think a lot of us, we forget where we came from. And that's all I have to say about that. I'm sorry, that got a little windy.
Oh, no, it didn't. You said what needed to be said.
I mean, period. I'm just saying. And you are going to say what needs to be said and if it were lyrics. Up next. Ready?
Yep.
Let's go.
They didn't just boycott, they girl-cotted. Because when black women said enough, they didn't just take their dollars elsewhere. They took their dignity with them. This is the part of the civil rights movement that they rarely teach. The part where black women used their power as consumers to fight back. The term girl caught was coined to flip the script, to show that women, especially black women, weren't just passive participants in the civil rights movement. They were strategists, organizers, and economic disruptors. A girl caught was more than a boycott. It was a protest rooted in the unique power that black women held as shoppers, homemakers, caretakers, especially in segregated cities where every dollar mattered. In places like Birmingham, Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, black women organized mass refusals to shop at department stores that wouldn't even hire them, but had no problem taking their money. They launched the first documented girl caught, but these tactics go back further. During the Montgomery bus boycott, it was black women, maids, teachers, domestic workers, who walked miles to uphold the movement. Their economic sacrifice made headlines, but their strategic power rarely does. And in Philadelphia, black women organized girl cots of major retailers who refused to carry black dolls, hire black clerks, or advertise in black newspapers. This wasn't symbolic, it was targeted, effective, and it hit where it hurt. The bottom line. The girl cots exposed a hard truth, right? That capitalism depends on black consumption, but never wanted black dignity. By redirecting dollars and forcing public accountability, these women weren't just demanding jobs. They were demanding recognition, autonomy, and respect. Black women weren't just marching. They were budgeting, organizing, refusing. They were saying, if we can't be seen in your store, then we're not going to spend in your store. If our children aren't safe in your city, you don't get our support. If your policies silence us, your profits won't come from us. Black women didn't just make history. They funded it. They starved the systems that fed on them. And they did it without applause. So the next time somebody asks you what resistance looks like, tell them about the girl cots. Tell them about the women who knew that economic power was political power and used both like weapons.
Maybe not what you should do, but definitely she would if it were lyric.
Okay, what's going on, y'all? It's your girl, Miss Lyric, and I'm back with my segment, If It Were Lyric, where I discuss your relationships, situationships, and friendships, and I give my 2 cents about it. If you want to continue to send me your advice questions, please send them to my Gmail, and my Gmail only, at lyricbravado@gmail.com.
So I got one for you.
Now let's get into it.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Is this ASMR? Should I rub my beard against the mic?
Yep. People be liking that shit. I don't know why I hate it.
What is that?
It's weird.
It's weird.
I mean, respectfully.
I need to wash my beard.
It's not my thing.
Okay.
But
right.
anyway.
Dear Lyric, I've been listening to you all's podcast for a few months now, and I decided to write a letter to ask something I need an unbiased opinion about. I'm a black woman, 42, and for the past 9 years, I've been married to a wonderful man. He is kind, loving, and has been a supportive partner. However, there is a significant issue that has become a chasm in our relationship. My husband desires children, while I have been adamant since the beginning of our marriage that I do not want to have any. This is I'm sorry, birthday behavior. This has never been a secret, yet feels like an unspoken tension that grows with each passing day. To complicate matters further, my husband has 2 children from previous relationships. And while I recognize the challenges of co-parenting, I find it deeply troubling that he barely sees them. He fulfills his financial responsibilities and provides child support. But I can't help but to feel that he falls short as a father. It pains me to witness him wanting more children with me when he isn't actively involved in the lives of the children he already has. As I navigate these feelings, I've reached a point where I believe that divorce may be the best solution for both of us. However, my Christian Baptist family does not believe in divorce and has made it clear that they would not support me financially if I choose to separate from my husband. This adds another layer of the complexity and fear to my decision. I find myself at a crossroads. I want to honor my truth and make the best choice for my well-being, yet I'm burdened by the weight of familial expectations and the societal stigma of surrounding divorce. What would you do if you were in my shoes? How can I reconcile my desire for a fulfilling life with the obligations and pressures that surrounded me? Thank you for the time. Thank you for taking the time to read my letter if you choose it. I appreciate your opinion to a stranger on this. What would you do if you were in my shoes? Warm regards, Viv.
Viv, get the divorce.
Wow. Work.
What are you talking about, girl? First of all, why did y'all even get married in the first place? You made it very clear. Tell me why.
Just saying, bust that ass open. I can open you like a rose.
Why did y'all get married? Why? Why did you get married in the first place? If you know that you didn't want children and now all of a sudden he wants children, already has children, but don't take care of the ones that he has except for finances. No, ma'am.
Not at all.
No.
Nope.
If what you have for your life is not aligned with what he has for his, and y'all can't come together and that be respected, y'all don't need to be together. Just go ahead and get that divorce, sis. And for your family saying what they saying, first of all, they ain't got a heaven or hell to put you in, so they're already wrong. Second of all, God does not want anybody to be miserable. He is not a God of misery. He is not a God of confusion or any of that.
None of that.
He wants us to be happy, full of life, full of joy. And it sounds like that is not what is going on in your life. So get that divorce and don't care what anybody else has to say. You have one life to live. Live it for yourself and not for anybody else. Because at the end of the day, when he starts if he starts beating your ass or cheating or doing disrespectful things to you, are they still going to expect you to stay with that man?
Probably.
Because of their Christian upbringing? No, I'm sorry. I'm Christian too, but you have to draw the line somewhere.
Listen, them boomers will stay in harmful and horrible situations because the family needs to stay together.
No. See, that's bull crap. That's nothing. It's not. First of all, it's not healthy. And even if he did start taking care of his kids, having them in the house and having them around you, that's not healthy for them to see you in that type of relationship. It needs to be some type of balance, and there's not. So go ahead and get that divorce. Live your life. It doesn't mean that y'all can't be cool or friends or whatever the case may be. Like, that's up to you for whatever relationship you want after. But that's my advice. Get the divorce, sis.
Work.
Fuck them people.
Work. I completely agree. I do. I really do. Rolled out.
This next one.
Cause what?
This
what
next one is a little bit spicy. Okay. So it says, "Dear Lyric, my boyfriend wants to stop having sex with me because I cannot orgasm.
Bye.
Let me explain. I have been masturbating since I was about 13 years old.
Word.
And over the time, I have had problems orgasming. I believe my clit has become desensitized."
I was going to ask because I've seen this problem often in males. No, I have. Because, niggas, y'all need to let go of this porn. Y'all do. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
"I believe my clit has become desensitized from the rose heavily for 9 years.
Yikes.
Okay. My boyfriend believes that he doesn't do things right to make me come, and he just thinks that he just can't. He doesn't believe me when I tell him that it's not him at all. He wants to stop having sex because he can't make me come, and I believe orgasm shouldn't be determined if we have sex or not. I've been trying to get a gynecologist appointment for some time now, so I can get checked out. Okay. Now he's saying that he wants to stop because of this problem. What should I do? I'm so conflicted because I can't control how sensitive my clit is. What? I feel like I'm being punished for something my younger self did. Please lend me some advice. I don't want to lose him."
Oh my God. Did you really bust out laughing?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
Girl, first of all, there are things that can help with that. First of all, it still might be a mental thing. Sex is mental as well as physical. So if you're in your brain and stressed out about not being able to come,
just do a whole lot of drugs and disconnect like a whole bunch of other people. No, don't do that.
If you're already in your head about not being able to, and then he's saying the things, and your body's not going to respond to that. It's going to tense up, and you're not going to be able to do anything. Something else that can help with that is going to see a sex therapist. Something else that can help with that is they actually have an injection. Do not ask me what the term is. Look it up, Google it, because I am not a doctor. I am just telling you. There is a shot that you can get done, I believe at your gynecologist or plastic surgeon, that will stimulate that nerve again if you have desensitized it.
Work hard, clit. Work hard,
so
clit.
There are things that you can do and increase your intimacy. Intimacy does not mean sex. Intimacy means spend time together, rubbing, touching, cuddling, doing things like that to build up that feeling when you want to become more intimate physically. When you know. Do things like, there are things that can be done. Your life is not over. This happens to a lot of women, and y'all really need to let them toys have a break sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like, first of all, you can become desensitized if you keep abusing it. It's supposed to be something to add on to your sex life, not something to be completely replace it.
Correct.
So don't abuse it. Use it sparingly. You know what I'm saying? And become more knowledgeable when you buy these sex toys, so you know the risk of overusage, like being desensitized. It can happen. So
another thing I'll point out is that I believe, and this is something we can talk about, Lyric. Do you think porn robs people of their authenticity during intimacy?
Yes.
You really do?
Yes.
So do I.
A lot of people think that porn is a real thing, and they don't realize that these scenes are exactly that. They're scenes. They're cut. They're edited. You think that these people are
doing it in full
smashing
time. Right.
2 hours, 3 hours. No, there's a lot of editing that happens. There's a lot of behind the scenes preparation that happens. Y'all be watching porn and then thinking that y'all could just fuck in the ass and do all of this wild shit and nothing's gonna happen. That is not the case.
There goes your sheets.
Exactly. These actors and actresses
clean out. They
have to prepare before they do the scene. And y'all have to be realistic. There's nothing realistic about porn at all. At all. It's scripted. You guys have to know that. So I understand, I want to watch it every once in a while. But just like I said about those toys, it's supposed to be something to add on, not to be replaced of your relationship with whoever. Or if you're by yourself and single, don't overuse it. Like, you have to have common sense when it comes to everything. Overindulgence can happen with everything, just like food, just like weed, just like drinking, just like whatever the case may be.
I feel attacked.
Just no. That's just overall. Just you have to be mindful of what you take in to your body, spiritually, physically, emotionally. Just be mindful. And that's about it. That's all I have to say about that. If you guys want to continue, like I said, sending me your advice questions, please send them to my email at lyricbravado@gmail.com.
You see how she made it sound all sexy and stuff for y'all, right? Up next, we are trolling the timeline. We'll be right back after this.
Indeed.
Thank you for calling the White House comment line. Hello, America. This is White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt. Democrats in Congress have shut down the federal government because they care more about funding health care for illegal immigrants than they care about serving you, the American people. Until Democrats vote for the clean, Republican-backed continuing resolution to reopen the government, the White House is unable to answer your call or respond to your questions. We look forward to hearing from you again very soon. And in the meantime, please know President Trump will never stop fighting for you. Thank you, and God bless you.
We have some really horrific news about the ICE raids in Chicago. We're now learning more information about what ICE did to the kids in Chicago during the ICE raids, including at the horrific ICE raid at the Chicago residential apartment building earlier this week, where children were separated from their parents. We're now learning, according to the Times and Reuters and others, that multiple U.S. citizen children were temporarily detained and separated from their families as well. In addition, we're learning that children were literally zip-tied together as ICE officials cleared out that residential building and other areas in Chicago. Now, here's the thing. ICE is militarizing the streets of Chicago, using military tactics, literally pointing snipers at American citizens, citizens and non-citizens alike, using military gear, military tactics, military equipment, and separating children from their families literally every single day. People need to know more about what's happening in Chicago, because this is a very serious situation. So spread the word. Full breakdown on my Substack, link to bio. Subscribe for free. Follow along for all the news you need to know about. More to come soon.
Time to troll.
This timeline. Oh my gosh, this timeline. What you got, Miss Lyric? Are you going first this week or am I?
I can.
By all means.
Okay, so y'all remember back in the day?
They don't.
The commercials for Publishers Clearinghouse.
Oh, yes.
Hold on.
I actually do. I do. Ed McMahon, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, they was really like out here giving random checks out, coming to your house with the balloons and the big check, and you was on TV and
whole ass.
Yeah.
My grandma and them used to salivate over this.
Me too. Shoot, when I became
These
of age,
experiences?
I was sending it in guilty. So what? Judge your mama. Anyway, how about this? Publishing Clearinghouse files for bankruptcy, leaving winners financially stranded.
Stop.
One man claimed he was getting $260K a year.
Wait. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Hold on. How many of these people are actually rich based off of Publishers Clearinghouse that are no longer rich based off of the fact that this bitch has gone under?
Well, an investigation found at least 10 winners have stopped receiving their annual checks suddenly.
Here we go.
after they filed Chapter 11 bankruptcy this past April 11th. Oh my God.
I don't know what to say. This Publishers Clearinghouse was like the what's the equivalent of ours? It was that for the boomers and the people before them. What's the I don't know, like the casinos are ours? Maybe?
Probably so. With the influx of
our generation
with new casinos, especially the ones that are close to us now. I would say so, yeah.
All right.
Ain't that wild?
It is. I want to save our conversation about actual rap music until real talk today, because over our text messages, you and I have kind of gone back and forth over this whole new Cardi B album. But I did want to troll on over to Billboard.com real quick, and you can see that because you are in the same room as I am. But the Billboard Hot 100, if you see in the top 10, what do you notice that is missing? And this is as of October 4th, Saturday. We got number 1 is Golden Hunter,
which is an anime film on Netflix.
Is it?
It is.
Oh, you're
I watched
mom.
it.
Oh, yeah. You get to
I watched it without my kids.
Oh, did you? Okay. So again, because I am turning 45, I think I've aged. I think I'm at that unk phase where I'm like,
enjoy it.
I think I'm at the unk phase now, to where I'm like, y'all music ain't got shit on our music. Because what is this bullshit? Ordinary, number 2, Alex Warren. Who is that?
I don't know.
Soda Pop.
I don't know.
Saja Boys, not Soldier Boys. Saja.
No, that's a K-pop group. So
what the fuck is K-pop?
K-pop is Korean pop, and it is rising here in the United States, and it has gone crazy. Listen,
I'm not mad at it. I just think I've aged out of it.
I never was involved in it until I had to do a group project. And we had to talk about it because, I was in a group with 2 other girls and they wanted to do K-pop, so majority rules. So I had to learn about all of this shit within a month's time.
What have you noticed the fundamental differences between K-pop and
regular pop?
Yeah.
It's strenuous. Listen, their culture does not fuck around when it comes to their music stars. You have to be pristine. You have to be free of drama. You can't have no shit going on in your life. Your career has to be clear of anything. So the image, you can't get into it with nobody on the internet.
Okay, so they don't have a whole bunch of Zeus Network ass artists.
No.
Work.
And their
pay attention. Take note.
And their performances, they have intense trainings. Like, they don't play if you're off on a note, you're in trouble. Like, your singing has to be on point. Your dancing has to be on point. Like, they train like they're in the Olympics.
Work K-pop.
Yeah, so it is not a game.
Okay. I was just wondering because
it's kind of sad though, because it's like, damn, these people are human too. You treating them like fucking robots,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't get with it.
I'm looking at number 4. What I Want, Man.
I know where you're getting at. She's not on there.
She's not. I'm putting it there. But there's somebody that's kind of black in the top 10.
But is the other person who was talking shit on there?
The other person who was talking shit is 6 months out of an album that she decided to tell the rest of us about, who announces something 6 months out that they haven't even recorded.
Exactly.
Just
so it's mind-boggling.
Number
it's
10,
like the pot calling the kettle black.
Exactly. Number 10 is Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars, Die with a Smile. A lot of this in the top Okay, this is bad. This is horrible. But if you go to the Billboard 200 in the top charts, you do see Cardi B as number 1. Am I the Drama?
I know that's right.
Followed by what Miss Lyric mentioned, K-pop Demon Hunters.
I know that's right.
Followed by number 3, I'm the Problem.
I don't know who that is.
I'm okay with a lot of y'all realizing that.
Hold on, why does it say "Am I the Drama" and then goes to "I'm the Problem"?
Exactly, that's the point. I'm glad that y'all are realizing, because a lot of us realized it, and it's good to see that we all meet at some spot.
Oh my God,
it's good. It's good.
That's wild.
What you got next?
Let's see. Did you know the Department of Education cancels $350 million in HBCU grants?
I did. And I mean, this is the same Department of Education run by somebody that does not know the difference between A1 and AI. You heard about that, right? That bitch said, okay, let me troll her back. My bad. That woman said AI. She said A1 instead of AI.
The reason why she canceled them is because, according to her, they're inherently racist.
How? Because they're historically black? Did they say they are exclusively black, or are they named Ivy League like certain other institutions?
Let's get to the history of historically black colleges and why we have them, because we weren't allowed to be in the space as the whites, so we had to create our own institutions for black students to thrive and grow in.
And when we talk about the percentages, y'all have the 7%. And I will leave that to be explained outside of this segment. But go ahead.
Oop. That's all.
Okay. Let's see. Tiffany Pollard. Also known as New York. I love New York. From Flavor of Love. Old girl is non-binary.
Oh, okay.
She has come out and said these things. I'm going to go ahead and play the clip of, her explanation from Instagram.
Okay.
Some days I'm super feminine, and that's okay. So, I mean, the first time I've ever really kissed a girl, I think it was in like junior high. And I knew, and that was fine. It felt good. It felt right. It has to happen at some point. You're going to come out of that closet. And once you do, it's like, okay, wow, this world is open to me in new ways. And sweetie, shoving me back in the closet is never going to be an option.
And I have to say it. I'm not able to not say anything.
I feel like if I didn't have such a strong connection with the queer fan base that I have, I don't know if I would still be in the game as prevalent as I am. I mean, they keep the HBIC alive. I'd love to hear my recited.
They were old maiden type of shoes.
Well, I mean, look at me. Am I not a drag queen?
Is that near Norwegian?
And I mean that in all seriousness. I was really bullied a lot, especially coming up as a kid. And I feel like the gays understand that and accept it and see me and a lot of them and vice versa. And then also to do a show like this and to be involved, it was just like sign me up. So I'm just grateful that I have the connection that I do with my queer fan base.
Okay. In everybody's journey, this comes off very, to me, this comes off very early queer. It's kind of like you discovering yourself, you discovering that you are not a part of the norm, but kind of outside of it. And, it's like, okay, I'm feeling my way through this. So I wish New York, I really wish her a good way as she goes, because it's hard and there's not a whole lot of resources that connect you to things to be able to kind of help you along the way. So I really look forward to that as her journey develops.
Yeah.
Thoughts? None?
Nope. Good for you.
All right, your turn. Tag.
Okay, my third one is breaking news.
Oh, hell.
The diddler has been sentenced to 4 years and 2 motherfucking months in prison.
That too. But go ahead.
Oh my gosh.
How do you feel about that?
I feel like it's not enough time.
I do too.
I just don't like it's crazy. That's just the stuff that we know about right now. Not the what about the stuff that he's gotten away with for fucking years?
What about the go ahead.
I just don't feel like 4 years is enough.
I don't either. I really don't. I really don't. Okay.
Who did something too? Somebody did something. I think it was 50 Cent.
50 always trolling Diddy. What do you
mean?
Oh
my gosh. Let me tell you what 50 did.
What did
That's why sometimes I like, sometimes I don't. I have a love-hate relationship.
Okay.
Well, dislike. I won't say hate.
Go ahead.
Did you know 50 Cent penned a letter to the judge in Diddy's case and claimed that he feared for his life during their 20-year feud and urged the court to consider public safety?
ASMR.
Not only that, he also teased that he has a Netflix documentary on the scandal coming soon.
Okay.
Ooh.
What did he feel?
He said Diddy's only, I'm gonna quote him, Diddy's only going to return to hiring more male sex workers and keeping most of the baby oil away from the general public.
Here y'all go again with the baby
and
oil.
Babies needed. What are you doing?
Not the babies needed. No, okay.
The babies need the baby oil, not him and his nasty shit he be doing. Okay. Yeah.
So, okay. Think about the children, y'all. The kids clearly need their baby oil, and that is what this movement is about. It's not about sex workers. It's not about sex traffickers. It's not about assault. It's not about
he mentioned them.
People against their will or things done without consent. This is about the children and the baby oil.
But it is about the children too, because
they are losing.
Allegedly.
No, I get that. No, this is about the children's baby oil. I'm sorry. Let me amend that. It is about Johnson & Johnson and their goddamn product.
But he's basically saying keep that motherfucker in jail.
As he should.
So I was here for it.
I actually agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
What you find?
Speaking of detestable verdicts, did you see that story about the young man? Let me pull this up. Michigan mom says 11-year-old son was expelled after dismantling classmates' loaded gun at school. Did you hear about this?
What?
Okay. So, I'm going to paraphrase this story unless you really want... You know what? Hold on. Let me see what this lady has to say.
He's 11 years old. 7th grade. Never been in trouble before.
A Lansing mom is pleading for her son to be reinstated in school after she says he was expelled for possession of a weapon.
They kicked him out of school for the whole year. Online schools are honoring their decision, nor did they provide us a different resource or a different avenue to go.
Savitra McClurkin says her son is being punished for disarming and dismantling a gun that another student brought to the Dwight Rich School of the Arts back in May, and for not speaking up about it right away.
He didn't want to implicate himself in it, nor did he want to tell on the person that actually brought the firearm. Because he knows firearms aren't supposed to be in school.
He was able to disarm and disassemble the gun because of his hunting background. McClurkin says in the moment, her son was scared and thought he was helping the other students around him.
It's devastating. because he's a bright kid. And all he wants to do is be a kid. And as a parent, I feel like I may be more devastated than him.
At Thursday night's board meeting, the Lansing School District declined to comment on the issue, even after McClurkin took the stand during public comment.
They are setting my child up for failure. They're setting him up to be a statistic. And I've been doing everything in my will and my power to keep him from that. After 180 days, they may or may not reinstate him. So then what?
Get a fucking lawyer. That's it. That's all. Get you a motherfucking lawyer. If you don't have one, reach out to family. Shit. Put it on the internet.
This is ridiculous. Okay, so for those of y'all that may not know, this boy, this 11-year-old boy, disarmed. Okay, he took what seemed to be a gun from another student that had brought it there into the school.
Loaded, by the way.
Yes, this is according to NBCnews.com. The incident happened after an unidentified student allegedly bought a loaded gun into a middle school. McClurkin said the student pulled out the gun in a bathroom and, quote, gave my son a firearm. That student then went on, and this is me paraphrasing, but that student then went on to disarm that same student from that firearm, dismantled the actual firearm, and then told teachers about it. And now that student is was expelled because of possession and because he did not go and tell authorities beforehand. That's what happened. I wish y'all could see Lyric's face.
I would be hiring a lawyer. Period.
You know
just hire a lawyer.
She has.
Good. Let them handle it.
She really has.
And in the meantime, put a GoFundMe on there and keep posting about it so people can know about it. And these blogs will post. They will post about it.
They really will.
And you can get some help if you need assistance with a lawyer, because that right there is most definitely the most outlandish shit I've heard.
You remember
all fucking day.
You remember when all those schools, well, I mean, it never really stopped, but do you remember when they decided to put buckets of rocks in children's actual classrooms so that they could defend against shooters?
What the fuck a rock gonna do?
But then you have this young man that went and dismantled a loaded gun that his classmate brought to school,
and he got in trouble for it. They're stupid.
Y'all don't do your jobs. Why is it that the babies have to do your jobs for you? Why is that? Ask yourselves that before you decide to suspend somebody, before you decide to expel somebody, before you decide to rob somebody of their academic or potential future. Ask yourself why you didn't know before he did. And then ask yourself, why are we making decisions like this? It's a mass shoot. Okay, have you heard how many mass shootings it's been over even the past month? It's in the 20s. Look it up. Google right there, and it's free.
I have one more.
Go for it.
You already know.
I hope not.
Florida. A Florida elementary school teacher is under investigation for singing a racist version of the Happy Birthday song to her 6-year-old black student. Mind you, in the video, it appears that there is only one or two black children in view.
Baby, but hold on, but did you see them black kids when
they's like, oh, my mama gonna drag your motherfucking ass. Cause who the fuck is you calling a monkey, bitch? What might have been innocent back then 20 something years ago is not now. And more people are waking up to the bullshit, and this is what pissed me off about the comments. People actually had the audacity, and where did you buy that from? Because return to sender with the receipt, to defend this white bitch. singing this fucking song that she could have just sang the regular one, but you did it with the intention to call him out, and you did it with the intention because you thought that, you know, some of the internet was going to protect you. No, babe.
Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear legend. Happy birthday to you.
Would you like the funny song now that I sing to you? Okay,
Oh,
it goes like
yeah.
this. Happy birthday to you. You live in the zoo. You look like a monkey. And you smell like 1, 2. Woo! Give a clap, everybody. Happy birthday, legend.
We want to drag you. Where are you at? Where do you live? What's your address? We want to pull up because the aunties and uncles of the internet is ready to punch you in your motherfucking face.
We are sick of you.
Because who does that?
We're sick of you.
We're tired of these microaggressions that y'all try to say is, it's just innocent. I sing this all the time, this, that, and the third. We're not going for that bullshit no more. I keep trying to tell y'all. What y'all could get away with 20 years ago is not rocking in 2025.
But to be fair, I have heard that same version of the Happy Birthday song, and it has been. But you know what? It was usually, when I heard it, it was children singing it to other children. It was not white adult people that are mentoring or teaching children that should know better based off of educational standards that y'all keep trying to erase. It's not people that it's not people that don't know better. It's people that should know better that are being given these idealistic positions because they're a pillar in their community, because the values that they hold near and dear are what it is that they feel that needs to be pushed. And that's fine in your home podunk community, in your cul-de-sac. But for the rest of us, we have a breadth. Look that up. BREADTH, breadth of experience when it comes to so many different kinds of just interact. Even that, you look like a monkey, you smell like one too. And if you are a white, it seems harmless on the surface, but when you add this country, when you add
the times we're in,
the times that we are in right now, when you add all of that into the equation, you know that it is not appropriate
at all on no fucking day. And baby, if that was my child, bitch, your ass would have been dragged up and down the school halls and all through the parking lot fucking with me,
hand full of hair.
Yeah. And I would have been smiling in my mugshot like, bitch, I'll do it again. And what?
All crazy. Go fund me right up there.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
All of it. All right. Well, have we trolled the timeline enough?
I think so.
Cool. Then up next, unseasoned behavior. I'm gonna call this one chapter 45.
When a child is loved, whether you're LGBTQA or not, it makes all the difference. When you tell your queer child that you love them, they think, I love me too. I thank all the parents in Texas, Florida, Idaho, Arizona, and all around the world who are standing up to fear and ignorance and grounding their LGBTQAI children in love and acceptance. I thank the house mothers and the house fathers who step up when the real parents can't. And most of all, I thank my mama for loving me the right way. The way any black mother should when it comes to a queer child that's trying to find their way into the world and find some understanding. Mom, tonight they understand. Look what love can do.
Marcus has your glimpse into a world without seasoning.
Chapter 45 is on me. Like in less than 24 hours, I will be 45 years of age. Did you just? I feel attacked.
I was eating my.
Oh, anyways, I'm sure. No, honestly, I feel a certain type of way. From what we've been told, 45 is one of those years of age that you should be sitting back, relaxing, having a nice sip of bourbon, and yelling at the youth about how much their music sucks as compared to yours, which I did. You know, I talked about the Billboard 100, and I did that shit. I really did. But as with many things, I'm learning that as much things change, the much they it's certain things certain things stay the same.
Mm-hmm.
Certain things change. Then I look at the Cardi Nicki beef, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is kind of like where this whole like thought process stemmed, because I'm neurodivergent. I'm one of those people that has a like paying attention to shit for very long moments and times. It's very hard for me. I've developed skill sets to be able to help me along the way. Mm-hmm. But as I've gotten older, one of the things that I find like challenging more often than not is determining what is not my business and probably a little bit more than I should be paying attention to, mm-hmm. versus what's actually just stupid. And like, you know, like, what is it? And then I look at this Cardi and Nicki beef. I look at them going back and forth. Did you see some of those tweets, Lyric?
I saw all of them.
And here's the thing. I'm not even on Twitter anymore. So the fact that it even made it to me is a testament of how much of a weight that people in media, people that are celebrated, celebrities, which is that word, how much of an impact they have and how much the things they say matter and can be amplified.
Wow.
It
had made it to TikTok and Instagram.
That's
where I seen it.
It made it everywhere. And I didn't even see any TikToks on it because I purposefully scrolled past every one of them because I kind of wanted to go with my own idea, mm-hmm. versus any kind of influence. And as I reach 45, I look at, like, even right now, if we Google both of their ages, they are 10 years apart.
Right.
10 years. Nicki being the eldest. Mm-hmm. Why is Nicki, who has teased an album now, 6 months ahead? For what? Anyways, why is she trolling somebody that at 32, again, this is a new studio that I've recently built, so it's required me to go into some of the old archives. Lyric, I'm hearing shows that we did, god damn, almost 10 years ago.
Wow, that's
10
great.
and some. We don't have those same kind of, well, I mean, a lot of things, we were never like out of pocket. Mm-hmm. But some of the things that I said then aren't the same ways that I feel now.
Right.
I'm not seeing the growth with these individuals. So for somebody, again, at 45, that deals with, is this ADHD or is this really not my business? As that person, it gets really hard when bullshit like this comes about where bitches are talking about children.
Yeah.
They brought children into these conversations where they were talking about, oh, well, your child ugly. Oh, well, this, that, and the third. Again, voices. Again, people that are influential. Things that are magnified. Things that are then brought to me. Again, not on Twitter. But they were brought to me as a 45 now year old man. Mm-hmm. What do you think that kind of stuff where people are going, happy birthday monkey, and that makes it to my feed? What do you think that gets to children their age? Because everybody's connected to media.
Yeah.
A lot of y'all use it as babysitters because you don't know how to make proper decisions with your genitals, which I'll get into in just a second.
Oh.
But yeah, this is what we talk about when we have these kinds of conversations. Because what the fuck? Children?
Yeah.
Children. And these are the people that we buy their albums. We support their music. We put into their pockets when we click play on their streams.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll save it for real talk about Cardi's album, but honestly, why am I clicking play if this is how you are conducting your life? Cardi B, y'all, okay. You have not even finalized your divorce. You're pregnant again. By, I'm assuming, Stefan Diggs?
Yes.
Oh. And again, okay, I'm not gonna judge. Go, say it.
Well, in her defense,
Into the mic.
In her defense,
Mm-hmm.
he refuses the agreement. She has tried. Let's be clear. She has tried to divorce him several times, because of his pattern of cheating throughout their entire marriage. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
For now, he expects her to pay his taxes, and he's trying to get one of her properties. She said, absolutely the fuck not, which I agree with, because you've been doing you this entire fucking time.
Okay.
Go do you by yourself and give me my divorce. He's also messing with someone else right now. The thing I have a problem with is everybody wants to point the finger at her. And I get it. They find it inappropriate. But it takes two to tango.
It does.
He's not innocent at all in this. And as a matter of fact, while Nikki was talking all that shit about their child, which she initiated, where were you in defense for your child? I don't care how you feel about Cardi as a person, as your ex, but that's still your child. And you couldn't reach out to anybody to tell Nikki to shut the fuck up about my child? Because if it was me, I would have went super fucking harder. I'm so sorry about it. I should, because she threatened to smack her daughter. Who does that?
I agree.
And it's so funny to me how she has this high and mighty queen. A real queen doesn't carry herself like that. And you're older. She's like a little bit older than me. You've had your time and you've had your run, and if you still want to make music, do so. Why are these new girls bothering you so much? Because you feel like you're the only queen in this world who can have a rap career. And if anybody comes against that, they're a problem, they're an issue. She did the same shit with Lotto. She did the same thing with Megan Thee Stallion. And now, did you also know that she's coming at Jay-Z and Beyonce?
I heard.
Oh.
I heard she said that she was going to say something about those children, which, I mean, the Hive got that. I'm not even worried.
But I'm like, didn't Beyonce bless you with a collab? And now you want some other...
Okay, but here's the thing.
I feel like Beyonce would drag her, but...
I do too. However, Beyonce, I believe, realizes her age. I believe that Beyonce realizes the magnitude in the things that she says and how they affect the world. I don't think Nicki's there yet. And I don't think Cardi's there yet.
Solange, come out of the woodworks.
No. Don't involve none of the Carters. Don't put that ratchet ass blemish on none of that bullshit that they got going on over there, because this shit is fucking stupid. And it's already very frustrating how people who identify as straight, people who identify as a certain sexuality and push sometimes homophobic content get to tell me how my sexuality and its existence is harmful to their eyes and ears, while the decisions that they actually make with their sexuality actually affects others, like their children. You get to tell me that because I decide to be with a man, and it ain't got nothing to do with y'all, because none of y'all bitches were invited to any of those experiences. It's very interesting to me how you get to tell me how my existence and how the way that I make love and the way that I choose to express myself sexually, how that's harmful to you and yours. But your actual decisions, when you do what you do, you're out here being intimate with any and everybody. And this is to you, Cardi. Stefan Diggs, you got a baby on the way. You not even outside of this divorce, and you going back and forth online with some old bitch about children and about the worth of those children. Think about your decisions there. Think about where you are in life, and think about how those decisions that you made with your pussy are affecting everybody else, versus the decisions that I make with my dick ain't affecting nothing but me and the people in that room.
Oh, I need to know what she said to piss you off on this album.
Either way, it's about consenting adults when your fave, like Diddy, about his trial and sentencing. Like, it's about consenting adults. Have you heard that? Have you heard that? I feel like 4 years is enough because it's about consenting adults. And, it's all about consenting adults when it's your fave like Diddy in his trial and sentencing. But if it's a common gay person, we ain't about consenting adults. The fact that I'm here with another man, or I'm getting down with another man, that ain't about consenting adults. It's just very interesting that y'all have these views when it comes to kids, and how y'all care so much about the kids until the kids actually get here. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about how the Republicans can care so much about abortion and childcare until the kids actually get here and need things like healthcare and food. And y'all bitches suddenly stop caring. Or, the priorities suddenly somehow waver. That's what y'all talk about. Next thing. Rapture talk. Have you heard this bullshit this week, Lyric? TikTok has set ablaze with this thing on Rapture Talk. I'm reading this off New York Times. The rapture was predicted to happen. TikTok has some advice. So for those of y'all that was waiting around for your savior to come and get you on
September 23rd.
That's what it was. September 23rd. And you had to get up like the rest of us and go to work. Yeah, it's up there. Now it's a whole different story, Miss Lyric. Let's go to this.
Confused. I still believed that Jesus was coming and that he was on his way, but I felt like there was some type of delay. Something had happened, right? I could not believe that, all these confirmations, tens of thousands of people could all be wrong, and that this wasn't going to happen. And so a video popped up on my phone from another Christian who was seeking God and asking for answers just like I was. As he fasted, the Holy Spirit revealed the Julian calendar to him. In October of 1582, the calendar was changed from Julian to Gregorian. The Julian calendar is 13 days behind our calendar. So today is September 27th on the Gregorian calendar, but it's only September 14th on the Julian calendar. So I started to think, okay, this would explain, right, why Jesus didn't come on September 23rd or 24th. It's because when he was on the earth, the Julian calendar was the calendar they followed. So he is going to come back on the Feast of Trumpets on the Julian calendar, which happens to be October 6th and 7th on our Gregorian calendar.
There you go. So y'all just had the wrong dates. Sorry, Jesus was gonna show up, but he had, y'all got the date and time wrong.
First of all, let me be clear. Hold on, because you could tell who don't be in their word like they supposed to.
Oh.
Hold on just a second. Matthew 24:36.
You will not what?
No one.
Nobody. Not one of us.
No one.
Not us.
Not you.
Not them.
Not your grandmama.
Not auntie.
Not papa.
Not sister.
Not that preacher.
Not that
Not the
hobo.
African guy who started all of this.
Or that hobo on the corner with missing legs.
Nobody.
Not
one.
Mm-mm.
Not even the angels.
Nope.
Knows the day.
Or
the hour.
Mm-mm.
Stop it.
Mm-mm.
What is wrong with y'all?
Yeah,
and if you're still believing it and you're passing this off to be true, you're a false prophet and you're going to have to answer for that. So continue to make your videos.
I mean,
no, what is you doing? What are you doing?
No, it's back on. No, we had the date wrong. They'll be there.
No.
And then you know what I saw? I saw white people creating videos. I saw people talking about how how they're worried about their pets because their pets, they only have enough food for them, and they want to know that their pets are going to get raptured. But if their pets don't get raptured, then who's going to be there to feed Fido? Like, I literally saw TikToks like this with people actually saying things like this.
And I literally saw a TikTok of a man selling his car, and now he has no car. I literally saw a white man sell his house.
Love it.
Now he has no house, and he's living in the woods, and he's saying, this is day 3 of me being homeless because I thought the rapture was going to come on September 23rd because I don't read my Bible.
Either way.
Oh.
If Christianity is the faith that you choose to live under, that's fine.
At least read it.
At least read it. Because a lot of the same things that y'all are saying, they don't even match up to the shit that y'all believe. Like, what? Imagine thinking that Jesus, like, giving children free lunch in schools isn't following Jesus, but being able to control guns or to have guns is. Imagine that. This is chapter 45 as I go into another fuck year of this planet. And that doesn't mean that I don't want to be here. I do. And I'm learning different ways to kind of deal with y'all. Now that I've realized that a lot of y'all are a lot. I don't want to use that word. A lot of y'all are a lot further off of the beaten path than I thought that you would be. And that is it, and that's all. Y-Files up next. Happy birthday to me, because what the fuck?
Don't take Tylenol. There's no downside. Don't take it. You'll be uncomfortable. It won't be as easy, maybe. But don't take it. If you're pregnant, don't take Tylenol. And don't give it to the baby after the baby is born.
If I ever have birth complications, save me, not the baby. And for some reason, this causes controversy. Like, how dare a woman value her life? Choose staying alive instead of being a sacrifice. Why should I die for a motherhood I can't partake in? Bless this world with motherless children. Have you ever asked a child what it's like to celebrate their birthday on the anniversary of their mother's death, to look in the mirror and see the monster trying to convince themselves that they are more miracle than murderer, sentenced to a lifetime of guilt in a prison cell called home? Funny how we find fatherless homes so detrimental to the community, but are so comfortable watching the mothers die. Even for children we have never seen, like, y'all don't even know these babies. But there are women suffering because abortions are not an option. Those who still give birth to stillborn babies. But one girl says, becoming a mother, you must be the most selfless version of yourself. Says it's selfish not to want your kids to flourish, but what flower has bloomed without the gardener's hand? Without the help of the God who put them there in the first place? What can I give if I am already gone? I have never known a baby mothered on memories to remember a good night kiss from a ghost. Yet y'all would rather send me to my grave than see me as someone worthy to save brave. One man says she's useless at this point. Don't think she wants to risk having a baby again and again. The wealth is written into my womb, but the woman be disposable. I guess a body bag can be beautiful when it's paid in exchange for a baby. That rotting meat can smell edible, especially when it's simmered in Similac. But don't I make death look pretty? Made up in maternity and call it magic. Black mama magic and dissipate. Ain't the way I poof and disappear just another name for the black maternal mortality rate? Is it so selfish to want to survive? To be seen as something more than a toe tag and a footnote for the children I birthed. Ain't I somebody's baby too? Ain't my mother died enough times to keep me and my siblings alive for the same men who would collect insurance and a new woman, but not the children I leave behind? Will they still be worth your sympathy then? Will you pry them from my cold hands, love them in all the ways I will never get a chance when they are swaddled in systems of legalized abandonment, pacified with parents at the parent and foster care cradled for a check, human trafficking by another name, adoption? Will they still be worth your sympathy then? No, I didn't think so. So like I said, if I ever have birth complications, please, please, somebody, save me.
Why do you have roaches?
The Why File.
Why do my children hate me?
On WRTR Real Talk Radio.
Why did my vagina burn?
The truth is out there.
Explaining the unexplained. We're answering why to the questions you want to know by taking your skeets over on Blue Sky at WRTR Radio. We take your emails also at WRTRradio@gmail.com. And you can always hit us up personally at Marcus Smoot or Lyric Bravado at, across social media platforms. And this is the Why Files. Remember, the truth is out there. Miss Lyric, am I going first this week?
I can if you don't want to. I already got mine.
You guys speaking to the mic.
Mine comes from me.
All right, go for it.
Why have not a one Epstein file been released yet? Everybody's waiting.
Because they're too busy distracting us with all this other bullshit.
I'm waiting on the Epstein files like these people waiting on the rapture to come. Where's that? Where you at?
Yeah, but see,
we want it.
But see, unlike the rapture, we have control over how the Epstein files drop. So, I mean, that's how you feel. Listen, with the Epstein files, with all of this, we need to understand something. This is about distraction. And if you see the egregious things taking place, like Chicago, did you see that?
Yes.
How they were arresting African Americans.
I told y'all it was going to happen.
They were arresting us. We've already said this. We knew that this was their agenda from the beginning.
Of course.
They've always been trying to come for us because they can't be us. It just is what it is. They hate us because they ain't us. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, Miss Lyric, what do you think that we should keep going on trajectory as minding our own black ass business? Do you think that we need to be out there patrolling the streets? What do you think as, you? Because you're only giving your opinion.
I know that we could only mind our own business for a limited time.
Okay.
Before they try to drag our black asses into it.
Okay.
I knew the moment that they started targeting HBCUs after Charlie Kirk's incident that what they were attempting to do. We always have to be involved in something, even if we want to or not.
Even if we ain't involved.
It's annoying as fuck. But we are going to have to do something about this because y'all snatching niggas off the street left and right. Deport to where? Bitch, I was born in Detroit, Michigan. I am a U.S. citizen. What are you talking about? They don't give a fuck about that, though.
They don't. But do you know? Okay, let's even talk about this Super Bowl shit. Did you see how they are so pissed that, what is it, Bad Baby? Mm-hmm. Never had anything to do with me, but Bad Baby, which I do know the name, performing at the Super Bowl this year.
So what?
Or, I'm sorry,
Let 'em.
next year, rather.
Let them.
No, white people are upset. White people are enraged over this bullshit.
Why?
Spanish.
So?
Non-English speaking as a primary language.
Oh, wow.
Because, I mean, in Puerto Rico, that's not U.S. That's what they said.
Oh, these people are retarded, though.
They really are, but they don't know that they are.
And I hate to say the R word, but...
We have... Well, okay. Yeah, because that's... I'm going to cut that out.
Will you?
Might. Anyways, I feel like at the end of the day, there is a very distinct learning curve from book teachings to familial and cultural teachings. And I believe that the culture that I fell under is a lot more closely aligned with those values than what I'm seeing from these paler cultures.
I don't give a fuck about any of these people's opinions about shit. Y'all think y'all running and y'all think y'all run everything. First of all, let's be clear. The reason why y'all trying to erase our history is because you don't want the new generation coming up to know that black people built everything. We invented almost everything. Every fucking thing.
Almost.
The fucking houses and buildings and all of that shit. Yeah, we built them. Stop playing. And some of them were here already. Why? Because we were here. You just invaded another country and took it upon your own.
And why?
You don't even belong here. And if anybody wants to be deported, maybe let's start with y'all.
Always. Let's do that first.
Oh, okay.
Because the truth is out there.
Period.
This why comes from Sakura from Fort Washington, Maryland. She wants to know why nobody is paying attention to the food health alerts screaming at us, affecting health and ending lives in America right now. And she lists sites, of course, but instead of going to her sites, I just want to Google it with anyone listening right now. Like, if you're listening to me right now, and it is, I don't know, it's October 4th right now. We are an audio podcast, so I know you can Google. And let's do this in real time, Miss Lyric. I'm going to, you see me navigating over here to the MacBook. And I am going to go. All right, so let's go to USDA.gov, right? What does it say right here, Miss Lyric? Read that out loud.
Oh, yeah. I heard about this. Due to the radical left Democrat shutdown, this government website will not be updated during the funding lapse. President Trump has made it clear he wants to keep the government open and support those who feed, fuel, and clothe the American people.
What?
We are here for you. No, you're fucking not.
You are absolutely the fuck not. What do you mean? USDA.gov? What? What? Are y'all serious right now? You are on a website that's meant to where people go and talk about, or people go for information. And this isn't just USDA. If you Google any American government-led websites right now, it's got some rhetoric like this bullshit up there saying, well, it's the radical left Democrats doing this, that, and the third. So if you on here trying to figure out whether or not you about to die, girl, just blame the Democrats, because it just is what it is. What do you mean? This is what we're doing? This is how we're running our country. This is what y'all are allowing. This is what y'all voted for. A large demographic of y'all voted for this. Why? I don't know. Because I told y'all back in November, I was lost. I'm still lost.
Yeah.
Maybe the truth is out there, but I ain't got it. And that wraps it up for this week's Y-Files. Always answering why for you on the socials. You know what it is. Up next, watch this with me. Watch this with us. Up next.
White skin is so beautiful. Why do you go to the beach and burn yourself to a crisp trying to get brown if it's so wonderful to be white? And if you love your thin lips, why are you going to the doctor getting collagen injected and telling me my lips are too big? Don't, that's my thing. That trips me out whenever, white girls come to me, oh, your butt is so big. And it's like, well, why do you go get on that stair stepper at Holiday Health Spa trying to get your butt as big as mine? And being white is so wonderful. I don't understand why all these white teenagers don't stay white.
What's going on, TikTok family? It's your girl, Miss Lyric, and I am looking for background singers. That's right. I'm looking for background singers. If you know somebody, or if that's you, and you sing soprano, alto, tenor, maybe giving a little baritone, because I'll take it, let me know. Send me a message. Or you can visit my band mix page, which I will drop in the comments for you to check out. For the audition link, of course. Thank you. Bye.
News to make you nauseous on WRTR Real Talk Radio. Let's go.
Yep, I still didn't come up with the drop. Unlike, I'm sorry, I still didn't come up with a drop for this segment. So
That's
give me a
okay.
bit. But this is, watch this with me, because overall the actual news right now is nauseating. What? You got something?
I got an idea. I'll tell you after.
All right. Well,
we have to get Bonnie involved, though.
Okay. So until, I guess nauseous stops being the baseline, we're just going to watch and react to videos, because I really don't want to get rid of news to make you nauseous, because it is fun for sometimes. But right now, news, like every time you turn on the news, it's something nauseating.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of over it. So this is watch this with me, the first one. I got 3.5 of them. You okay with that? All right. This is the first one.
A white man came into my comments on my other account the other day when I was live, and he said that we will put you back in chains. You will be enslaved again. And these type of comments are very telling of the deep desires that many white people have. They all love these slave movies because they all want to have the experience of owning a nigga. And they love the idea of slavery coming back. But the bad news is that nigga has expired. You'll never get that brand of Negro again.
Ever.
White man,
Not
sorry.
one.
You'll never see that day again. That was a one-off. You'll never
A
get that
one-time
off
deal.
Trying to wrap a
You're
nigga
done.
up in bondage today, it's impossible.
Yeah.
Because for one, black people today would never fucking let that happen.
Not a one of us.
And two, the white man today isn't fucking equipped to make this shit happen.
You're inadequate.
You're not producing enough Count fucking Draculas. You're not producing enough Michael Myers. You're not producing enough fucking Freddy Kruegers, man. Yeah, you're always gonna have this in your blood. We all know that you can't be anything else but Michael Myers and fucking Freddy Krueger. We know that. That's in your fucking DNA. But you don't have the nuts or the fucking guts to do what the fuck your wicked white devil forefathers did.
Yikes.
You don't have it. You don't have the guts to fucking hang a woman upside down and cut her fucking stomach open.
Yikes.
You don't have the guts to buck break fucking hundreds and hundreds of fucking men. You may have the desires because you're a fucking freak, but you don't have the stomach for this shit, man. The shit that your bloody fanged white forefathers did. You don't have the fucking stomach for that shit. And like I said, that brand of nigga is gone. You would be hard pressed to get that type of nigga to come back around and give you the experience
They want
of
that old thing
slavery and plantation and submission. Yes, sir. It'll never happen again.
Never.
Your whole fucking white power pipe dream, it's fizzling. The high is coming down. You're desperately trying to hold on to with your fucking Charlie Kirk. So Charlie Kirk was speaking the truth. Fuck Triple K Kirk. He wasn't a fucking politician. He was just a white man with triple fucking K views.
Yep.
The views of the goddamn KKK.
Exactly.
So all you fucking freak cowards hid behind troll accounts and rally behind a Charlie Kirk who would dare say what your fucking thin monkey pale lips wouldn't dare fucking say.
Monkey pale.
Right? So of course you like a triple K Kirk because he speaks from your coward heart that you're too afraid to fucking summon up the goddamn gumption to let it come out your fucking mouth.
Yeah.
So no, enslaved again can't happen. The niggas ain't the same and the white man's not the same.
Move on.
Yeah, you're still the devil. You're still wicked. And yes, you do have a lot of sellout Negroes still. You got a lot of bed wenches, people who will shuck and jive for you.
Yeah.
But
Uncle Tom.
what you're looking for,
Oh my God.
niggas in chains
Tim?
indefinitely.
Yeah.
Byron?
Nah, man. The resistance is far beyond the capability for you to fucking contain. Mentally, spiritually, consciously.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have a fucking chance in hell. And on top of that, you don't have enough fortitude, white man. You're not gritty enough. Those gritty days where you were fucking down for the bloody cause, it's only so much of you that can really pull that off. And once you take away your high-powered weapons, what do you have there? You see, the white man before didn't have high-powered weapons. He had fucking muskets. Right? Those muskets allowed him to yield his fucking rage in a way that weaned him some goddamn slaves. Now, even with your fucking biggest weapons, you wouldn't get that result.
Nope.
It wouldn't happen. You've already tried this shit with the fluoride in the fucking water, right? With the fucking GMOs and the goddamn microplastics in the fucking clothes and the fucking bottles of water.
Come on now.
You're trying to make us docile already. It's not working.
Nope.
Black
You don't
don't crack.
understand melanin at all. You called it junk DNA until you knew what the fuck it was, because according to you, it's junk, because it doesn't do anything for you outside of what you're fucking looking for. You're looking for it to be UV ray protection. You don't have none. So now you have fucking mutation of your DNA, which causes skin cancer. And what do you white motherfuckers have to study to cure skin cancer? Melanin.
Oh,
Go figure.
okay.
Are we
So
all
yeah,
catching
sorry,
up now?
niggas in chains. You would never do it, and these niggas don't exist no more.
Wow. Thoughts?
I don't think I need to say a fucking word. That pretty much wraps it up. That pretty much wraps it up.
Oh my God. I'm just okay.
Yeah.
Okay, this next one is from Teresa K. Newman, recapping the speech that was given to the U.S. troops and now the Department of War.
Yeah.
Let's take a listen to this bullshit.
I sat through Donald Trump's entire speech to the generals, so you don't have to, and these are my takeaways of what I can only describe as a poison shit word salad sandwich because of the amount of dangerous, detestable crap that came out of his mouth that sounded really more like the ramblings of a lunatic. He starts off addressing this room full of generals by saying, "I built the military." Then he calls them central cast members and says, "We won every war.
Everything.
World War I, World War II, everything after, everything before, and then we went woke and changed it from the Department of War to the Department of Defense, and we're going to fix that." Keep in mind that some of the worst things that he's saying on this list are the most flippant and offhand. Like, he doesn't want us to notice or even catch that he might have said it or notice that it was even important in the first place. We are awakening the warrior spirit that built this nation, taming the Great Plains. He says there's record recruitment in the military now that he's president. It will be a big insult to the country if I don't get the Nobel Prize. They'll pay in hell if they don't sign for it. He rambles about merit. People had jobs that weren't qualified. Now that has changed. We got away from merit for a long time. Now we aren't politically correct anymore. This country was set up for political correctness, but you never can be great like that. We will not be politically correct when it comes to defending this country. In the big announcement, $1 trillion in 2026 on the military invested, followed by dead silence in the crowd. I hope you love it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you love it. That's a lot of money. Dead silence. We're going to be expanding the Navy by 19 ships. He says, I'm a very aesthetic person. I don't like some of the ships that you guys have right now. They said, well, it's stealth. That's why they look like that. I said, well, you don't have to have an ugly ship for it to be stealth. Then he claims he's going to give a 3.8% raise to every service member because Democrats never respected service members, and they do, so they're going to give them a raise. He rambles about the corrupt media to a room full of generals. He says defending the homeland is the most important job of the military. This is where he starts getting serious. We are under invasion from within. He says that twice. The people of the White House that were before us were radical left lunatics. The Democrats running these cities are the worst off. They are run by radical left lunatics, and we are going to straighten them out. We are going to use some of the people in this room, in fact, to solve that. Yes, he said that. It is
That's
a
war on the
war
American
from
people.
within, based on common sense and love of country is how we operate. We should even use these dangerous cities as a training ground for our military. Then he spends 5 minutes mocking the mayors and governors. We don't need the military, they said. We don't need the military. Oh, yes, you do. And we're going to send it. Have you seen the footage? This looks like World War II over there in your city. A real leader does what he has to do. You gotta do what you gotta do. A soldier should be able to knock the hell out of a woman protester yelling in their face. If it's okay with you and everybody in this room, let's go ahead and tell our troops, if you spit, we hit. That's our new motto. Then he starts talking about bricks and cars and people attacking federal agent vehicles and says that he tells Homeland Security and ICE, you get out of that car and do whatever the hell you want to do. Then he talks about an executive order that's about training for quick response in the military to quell civil disobedience and civil unrest. The enemy within, we have to handle that before it gets out of control, and we will. It says the plague within once, the enemy within at least twice. Our soldiers are following a great tradition of defending inside from the enemy within. Using the military for domestic order and peace is a historic tradition among our military members. Everyone in countries where the military police its citizens, just ask them. They'll say they love the military. Under our leadership, the military will be the knife's edge when it comes to combating this enemy, whoever the enemy is that they want the enemy to be. If you poison our people, we will blow you out of existence. We will have peace through strength. Then he made fun of Biden for falling down the stairs and spent several minutes talking about how much better he is at walking up and down stairs than Biden or Obama. There's going to be so many people wanting to join the military. We will have to turn people away because we don't need them all. Everybody wants to be in the military now. It used to be a job that nobody wanted until I became president. You don't have to take people who are physically and mentally incapable of being in the military and doing the job anymore because I've made recruitment and service based on merit. He talks about wanting to start something called a board of peace, where he's going to be the chairman, and the board of peace is going to make those parts of the world stay out of war. They call me the president of NATO, he says. And he basically threatens the entire room of generals. Yeah, we got rid of some of you in this room. We know everything about everybody. Then he announces reforms to streamline military contracts for selling and buying military equipment to expedite the process. We will make more announcements to boost this warrior ethos. The Department of War is going to stop wars. We make the greatest equipment in the world. He compares Sparta and Rome to the United States, and the culture and spirit of the military is what makes us great. I don't have much commentary about this. All I can say is, not only was it embarrassing for our country, the display of it all, but it was disrespectful and very much a waste of time to everyone in that room. Very much disgraceful.
Let me be clear. The role of the military was never to go into my auntie's cul-de-sac in Clinton, Maryland and militarize that. They are never law enforcement officials. Law enforcement is meant for your traffic stop. Law enforcement is meant for when you got your baby daddy that's gotten violent, which many of them do, and you need to call somebody over to corral that nigga. That is what law enforcement is meant. Military is when you have, like, it requires force. It requires invading other countries. It requires diplomacy. It requires everything and all kinds of adjectives that this administration, in my opinion, does not stand for.
It's about protecting American citizens.
It's about that.
Not punching them in the face if they choose to
go against
use their rights as American people to protest. Everybody has a right to protest and use their voice. This motherfucker is saying that if you get out of line, we can use deadly force even if we want to. For blowing somebody out of existence?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's what we on?
Yeah.
So he's basically made war against American people.
It's called the Department of War now.
Everybody who is not aligned with his ideology and how he wants this this country to be. He's trying to get rid of them and replace them.
If you go back to November of last year, what percentage said the most against him? What percentage said nah the loudest? So then when you look at things that are happening in Chicago, it probably just makes a little bit more sense to the narrative, not the one that you're told, but the one that actually is. And this last one was sent from the TikTok account of Senator Cory Booker, recapping the details of this government shutdown currently ongoing right now as of October 4th. So we'll listen to that one.
So the last thing we want to do is shut it down, but a lot of good can come down from shutdowns. We can get rid of a lot of things that we didn't want, so we have no choice. I have to do that for the country.
Did you hear that shit? Donald Trump in the Oval Office said he's shutting down the government. It's as if this is part of his plan. For months, Trump and Republicans have refused to meet with Democrats, whose support they need to pass a bill to get the government funded. Democrats have one simple request. It's about lowering costs for the American people. We're saying take action to stop a cost crisis that's hitting Americans because of Donald Trump. Tax credits that keep health insurance affordable for millions of Americans expire at the end of this year. ACA premiums are set to more than double in 2026. We're ready to come to the table to stop Trump's cost crisis. Is he?
And you know they're lying about that too, though, right? They're saying they're shutting that portion of it down because of illegal immigrants. You being able to get Medicaid. First of all, that is a fucking lie. You have to have a Social Security card to be able to qualify for any of those help and social services. You can't get food stamps. You can't get WIC. You cannot get Medicaid. You cannot get any type of financial assistance without a Social Security card and be a citizen. So what the fuck is you talking about?
I don't know.
He's lying to you people.
And a lot of y'all really believe it. Y'all just are so oh my God. I don't know if it's the religion that y'all have had too much. I don't know if it's the white peopleism that you've had too much. I don't know what the fuck it is.
I do. It's a cult. Everybody is drinking the fucking Kool-Aid that is on that side of things.
Yeah.
He could say, matter of fact, I watched a video.
Okay.
Point in case. The interview went around in the street and was interviewing people.
Okay.
With certain things that President Trump has done. Yet they flipped it and they tried and they said this is something that Biden has done just to see. So they had all of this fucked up shit to say about Biden. What do you think about him doing this, that, and the third? Oh, that's ridiculous. This, that, and the third, and blah, 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 blah. So then they said they flipped it.
Yep.
They flipped it and said, okay, so I have to be honest. The current president actually said that. And the current president actually did that. So what are your thoughts about that?
Then they niggas.
Well, you
they
know,
excuses.
excuses.
They pulled that
It's
shit
like,
back like foreskin.
Bruh. It's a cult. It really is.
Really
really is. That's the explanation. You can't argue with stupid.
All right, and I said 3.5, so here's the half, which in my opinion is the cornerstone of what we see widely happening in these Republican streets. So this was a video posted by the @TRT World TikTok account where what looks to be like U.S. Senator Ted Cruz during a Senate Judiciary Committee hearing.
Fat face ass.
Calling on people to, quote, stop attacking pedophiles
I saw that.
while discussing fighting crime on September 30th.
How about we all come together and say, let's stop murders? How about we all come together and say, let's stop rape? How about we all come together and say, let's stop attacking pedophiles?
Aw, stop attacking the pedophiles, Lyric.
Why are we not attacking the pedophiles?
Why are we not attacking
the
pedophiles?
Why are you attacking my people is what it's given.
Why are you attacking the niggas and not the pedophiles? Why are we attacking the elite? Or
Let me tell you something.
Why?
I
Okay,
know a
you're saying
confession when I
illegal
hear one.
immigrants.
I know a confession when I hear one.
That's her opinion, of course, but yeah, it's something to definitely be looked at.
He needs to be underneath the jail.
What do they call that? Freudian slip? Is that what that's called?
Let's have a deeper look into that man who said those things. Let's get his laptop out. Oh,
well,
sorry.
Yep, maybe we
Not
can
sorry.
watch that with me. His laptop footage next week. But until then, that wraps up this week's.
I don't want to see it.
Watch this with me. Neither do I.
Got
But
some shit
I'd
on
be
there.
very
I'm-
interested in seeing what. Well, not seeing, but I'd be very interested in knowing rather what's on. Why do we need to stop protecting? I'm sorry. Why do we need to stop going after pedophiles or attacking? His words.
Exactly what he said.
Why? Huh.
Epstein. That's why. Anyway,
Real-
next.
Real talk. Up next.
Since Charlie Kirk was murdered 18 days ago, there has been 26 mass shootings with 33 deaths and at least 109 people injured. All that conversation has been about, is the person left? Is the person right? Is the person transgender? It's all been to obfuscate the racial identity of them all being white. And that's important in a country that loves to racial pathologize anybody that's not seen as white, especially when they're doing something they feel like that's not right. When that MAGA man went into that Mormon church in Michigan and did what he did and had his ties to MAGA and Trump now, they ain't do all that sensationalizing, not about him being conservative or about him being a white man. I knew these folks was lost in the sauce when it came to mystifying race, when they talked about that transgender person as being transgender and not being white. They told me everything I need to know. Y'all don't recognize that white nationalists and white supremacists come in all genders and all sexualities, and sometimes being white is all you need. And to be clear, I'm not indicting all white people, but I am making a point that all white people aren't seen as being criminals or aren't seen as being inherent threats because of the actions of a couple of people. But if you're a Muslim or Arab and 19 individuals decide to do something stupid, the entire region and religion now is seen as being guilty of what those individuals did. Same for in the black community, in the Mexican community, in the indigenous community.
Keeping it 100. It's Real Talk. On WRTR Real Talk Radio. We keep it real.
All right, we said we was gonna get into this album. You heard, okay? This is how this conversation for those of y'all on that are listening right now. Lyric texted me earlier this week, and she said that she had listened to Cardi's album, or maybe I texted her, and I don't like it. Lyric was like, "What do you mean you don't like it?" I don't like it. I don't. I feel like it's some garbage. I really do. I mean, go ahead. Do you want to say what you got to say about it before I get in, or what?
I liked it because it's not giving it doesn't sound like everything else out right now. It's giving that old school hip hop.
You got that out of that?
I absolutely did. Her Imaginary Players is off of is something off of Jay-Z's first album, if I'm not mistaken. A lot of the things that she was talking about, she basically was ending beefs, I guess, speaking on people who was speaking on her. Other rap artists like JT from the City Girls and what's her name, Bia, and a few others who she may have had beef with in the past. It was basically a open letter to them about how she felt about all of it and the behind the scenes shit that was going on that wasn't always put on the internet for everyone to see.
Okay.
So I really like that, because a lot of times, I've noticed that while you're in a growth period, people use that as a form to attack you, just to see what you're going to do. And Cardi, she's still young, and she's not going to get it right the first time. She still has a lot to mature about, as far as being an adult. But I can say, on a human level, I understand. I might not agree with everything that she does, but as a human being, I understand. Sometimes you get fed up with taking the fucking high road all the fucking time.
I know we do.
If you are constantly getting your name put in ugly conversations, and you're not bothering nobody, you're just trying to raise your kids and live your life, you're doing your music, you're minding your business, but somebody just keeps saying your name, keeps bringing you up, keep making you a thing, and now they bring your babies, some personal shit. I understand. I really do. I did like her album, though. I have been able to listen to it from the beginning to the end. I do like the features that she has had on there. She's also have Dougie Fresh on there. Is one of the things. Shout outs to him. I don't know. It just gave like modern, but with a twist of past era of hip hop to me. It was like she was paying homage and also addressing what she needed to address on this album.
Okay.
So I fucked with it.
All right. For me, I don't. Okay. And okay. So the music itself, I had problems getting through the first 4 tracks, because how many different ways can you say, "Bitch, I'm better than you"? The first 4 tracks was literally, "I'm better than you, my pussy is clean, I this, that, and the third." Like, you're not really rapping about anything, and maybe that's where it kind of tapers off for me, because I believe that, like, when you listen to lyricists, people that actually write music and write impactful music and write things that they like, just things. That's not what this is. You're bigging yourself up, but not following it up even with actions. You're bigging yourself up, talking about how great you are, but your pen is garbage. Do you hear some of these? Let's listen.
She does not write her own music, her own lyrics all the time now. Either. She has writers.
So why say okay? And that's probably where I'm stuck at, because when you talk about music, when you talk about the quality of music, when you talk about how music is made, the message that you're trying to convey, this doesn't convey any type of message. Cardi, give me something to attribute to you, like.
But you have to be. First of all, let's be fair.
She makes bops. She has a very distinct voice that, with a certain beat, can stand out amongst the others.
Right.
That is what I believe. Content, no.
Okay. Well, let's be clear.
Okay.
Cardi is not a common. She is not a type of rapper who has conscious rap, who talks about what's going on with the world and this, that, and the third. She talks about her life. She talks about what's going on with her.
Yeah, so but she's not even talking about that. She's not talking about how she's now pregnant with somebody else's baby and isn't divorced. She's not talking about how she gets on these Twitter beefs, literally, with some old bitch that ain't put out an album in forever and is teasing the next one 6 months out. She's not talking about that type of shit. They're bringing in, just even on Twitter, they're going back and forth about kids.
But who started it, though?
I don't care. That's the schoolyard shit.
I do.
Oh, well,
Because like I said, at the end of the day, when you're over here
God.
and you're minding your business and you're not doing, like, we got to keep
And
it real.
then you just don't respond. You have that
Everybody
option
can't
to
be
not
Beyonce,
respond.
Marcus.
It's not even about being Beyonce. It's about being. If I saw somebody, even you, I don't think that you would go publicly against somebody else on the internet over your children. You may knock on that bitch door.
It depends on
no,
what it
you
is.
are going to knock on that bitch door, but you are not going to go back and forth publicly with a name to where these kids can then go back and Google that shit years later, or just have them in a bullying sense to be bullied about it. You're not going to be that person.
No, it depends on what it is.
don't think
I
that.
have defended myself on the internet before.
Defended, yes.
yeah.
But see, also, you being the age that you are, I don't want to put that out there, but I'm just saying, you are a grown woman.
Mm-hmm.
Nikki is a grown woman. Cardi is a grown woman. First off, your personal beefs, why are children being brought into it at all? But when we talk about this album, because bringing it back to that, and we're looking at these lyrics, and we're looking at what you have to offer. You open it up with this, I guess it's media commentary. And then, I know these bitches in my shadow feel so cold. I don't think these bitches know. I want their heads. I want them begging for their life. I want them dead. I know they heard a bitch was coming and they scared. I want to pull the lace fronts off their heads. I want all these bitches dead. Like, that's the first. That's the chorus. Then the verse. Can't compete with me. I'm not the one. I tell the hoes to suck my dick. They put their hair up in a bun. I let these bitches see. I should have left these hoes with nothing. Never smart to beef with me. What can I say? These hoes be dumb.
What's different about what you just read than what Nikki has said in her stuff?
Nikki, you know what?
Calling bitches her son, saying that they can suck her dick and all of that stuff.
Nikki's
I mean,
shit
she
is
said
garbage.
it too.
Nikki's shit is more garbage than I believe this to be. My personal opinion. But neither one of these hoes is putting out any kind of good music for them to be as highly regarded as they are.
I mean, all female rappers do it. Megan Thee Stallion is she does it too. She just has another way of delivering her shit, but all of them talk like that. All of them talk about they pussy. All of them talk about sucking dick.
I don't
all
mind
of them
that.
talking about.
That's the fun part. What I'm talking about is where is the content? That is the fun part. I love that shit. Let's talk about niggas all day. Fuck these niggas. But what I'm talking about is like when you talk about music and the quality, this is garbage. A third graders could have written this as a diss track.
I hope not.
This feels like a third grade project.
I hope not.
I'm just saying, it really does. It feels like some shit I would have wrote in high school.
But
that's not
read
third
it
grade,
though.
but I'm just saying.
But it's a response though. See, that's the thing. You're reading it with the lens of you don't really follow Cardi and her music, and you don't because you don't
I've aged out.
You've aged right.
I
You've
really
aged
have.
out the beef. This is why I think I can still speak on it and understand because I have followed her career since before she was even on Love and Hip Hop, and I've seen her growth. Now,
what do you think? What do you think is the difference between when she was on Love and Hip Hop as to what she's doing now in these lyrics? Do you think that there's any growth?
Absolutely.
Okay,
I've seen
how
her.
so?
I've seen her growth. First of all, for her to get out of her bag like that on Twitter, she is not every week doing that. Let's be clear. When she first started her career, she was going back and forth with bitches, anybody. And I guess that she had to learn that, boo, you cannot fight the internet. Trolls are gonna be there. Fans who secretly like you but gonna give you that hate energy are gonna be there. Some people are not gonna like you, some people are not gonna like your music, and you just have to understand that. So I've seen her growth. She's not as unclassy, I guess, as she used to be. She used to be real raw, and now she has been able to like kind of condense that part of her. And especially when she became a mom, like she's not doing half of the stuff that she used to.
And that's the part that throws me because she just got out of that courtroom when all of them people, for assault, just got out of court and threw a pen at the goddamn reporter. You committed assault and we all watched you. That's not growth to me.
Yeah.
That is not someone that says, I've learned from my mistakes and I'm ready to now parent other people to then be able to learn from their mistakes. That is somebody that is stuck in a cycle, in an unhealthy cycle of doing the same shit over and over again. I
disagree.
I
You have to remember, we only see bits and parts of people's lives.
We do, but if every time I'm seeing you doing something ratchet, that says something about you.
I don't know.
Because I don't see that shit from Beyonce. We saw that event in the elevator.
We don't see Beyonce either.
Oh, so then maybe they should take notes.
We don't see
what
Beyonce.
Is she doing that I'm not? Let me write this down.
No,
because I don't see B online talking about she about to go after Nikki's kids, even after Nikki said something about going after B's kids.
Well, first of all, Beyonce is in a whole nother genre. Second of all, Beyonce has been in the game since she was a child. They have had her trained in media training since she was a child. A lot of this is the problem. A lot of these artists come out because they have a huge following, and then you push them into these arenas of, well, now they're reality stars. Well, now that they're reality stars, let's see how they do in music, because they've always had a dream to be in music, and they haven't had a team to really show them the ropes, and they haven't had that longevity of experience like some of these people have before them. So I don't think that's really necessarily fair to compare Beyonce's career to her career. Beyonce has been in this game since she was fucking 8 years old.
That's fair, but when we talk about spending my money, who am I going to be spending my 45-year-old coin on?
I spent my coin twice, so. And I'll do it again.
Because that's just what it is. No, I don't think that we agree on this, but again, I've aged out of it. I have. I'm not following the rap girlies because not anymore. This shit, if you're not talking about something that makes sense to me, I think I've aged out of the point to where I'm really even caring. I don't. What the fuck? A rap beef where you bring it up? I mean, even if I feel like we could have got on here and trolled about it if it was something kikiable about. These people are talking about their children.
Wasn't just their children though. Cardi did not start it. Let's be clear. Nikki said she was gonna put hands on her baby. Like, bitch, put hands on.
When you talk about growth, why are you bitches still in the schoolyard?
Put hands on me then. See, the whole thing started because she said something about her album and telling people not to listen to it and this, that, and the third and blah, 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 blah.
Right.
Why are you so concerned? Bitch, you're the queen. Why are you concerned with somebody else? She claims to be the queen. Nikki claims to be the queen, right?
Trump claims to be truthful and intelligent. What the fuck?
I'm just saying, all the barbs and y'all say that that's the queen. Hey. From what I know a queen to be, a queen doesn't have to boast, a queen doesn't have to brag, it just is what it is. She doesn't lower herself to other people's standards and opinions about anything. She reigns by herself. She don't have to do all of that extra shit. So I'm just saying, like, it's really ugly that you are 10 years somebody else's senior, they're doing something, minding their business, and then you just had to like throw something in there. Why can't you be the mature person and just, if you don't have nothing nice to say, just don't fucking say it. I think that's what it all boils down to. And that's not just with Cardi and Nicki. That's with every fucking body on the internet. If you don't have something nice to fucking say, don't fucking say it. You can scroll past that post and not comment and it'll be fine. Nobody gives a fuck. Keep your opinion to yourself, like, at the end of the day. And I know I have free speech, this, that, and the third, but guess what? Sometimes there's consequences behind the shit you fucking say.
Ask Charlie.
There is. So everybody just needs to be mindful and stop thinking that social media is that thing where you got to be pressed for, because like I said on Facebook, it's crack to like some of y'all, for real. Y'all got to be relevant. Y'all got to be all up in the mix. Y'all got to be on this team, this and team that. Bitch, I'm team me. Fuck's you talking about? Because at the end of the day, this celebrity and that celebrity ain't paying your motherfucking bills. They're not raising your fucking kids, and they don't give a fuck if you live or you motherfucking fucking die. They not helping. No funeral costs for you. Okay, so let's live in reality and not this delusional land. That's what I need everybody to do.
Man,
but
that.
That's all I got to say about that.
And that will wrap up this week's WRTR Real Talk Radio on my birthday week.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you for my gifts, Miss Lear.
You're welcome.
She got me lots of treats that I'm not going to tell y'all about. But they are really awesome. I thank you so much for coming to Baltimore to come visit me.
Yes.
It's good to see you in person and do this in person. We haven't done this show in person in years. So
Literally.
It's been great. And to the rest of y'all, thank you for rolling with us this and every single week. Birthday behavior for me. Anything to add?
Nope. It's a celebration, bitch. Enjoy yourself.
Will do. And we'll holler at y'all next time. Right here on WRTR Real Talk Radio. Bye.
Bye.
WRTR Real Talk Radio.
This week's show features work from TikTok creators Ashley the Baroness, Brute America, Aaron Parnas 1, Glad, Daily Mail, Big Daddy 2.0, Robbie Hayes, Lyric Bravado, and The Conscious Lee, using our platform to amplify your voices.